Welcome to the ISE Content Studio here at ISE 2023 in Barcelona. Our topic today is cultural platforms. And it's an honor for us to have Maria Jose Santiago, Head of Audiovisual Platforms and Branded Content from Group Media Pro here. Welcome.
Thank you.
Maria Jose, Group Media Pro decided 2 years ago to create a specific platform for AV. So what was the reason?
Well, we have been developing our own OTTs, audiovisual platforms, since for 12 years, more or less. But we develop for operating ourselves also. More and more third parties or clients come to us to ask for develop their own OTTs. So in 2020, something happens, and audiovisual content and audiovisual platforms has an explosion. So we decided that it was the best moment to create this unit, this business unit, and support all these clients in this trip, in this
So
this
it's
adventure.
like a resurgence of OTT, right? It's coming back.
Yes. But I think that this maybe the revolution of digital content. The platform comes with this digital content, but since pandemic, also all the content that is in internet, all these content are audiovisual. Some years ago, maybe at the beginnings of internet, or maybe 10 years ago, when you deep into internet, there was text or content more in written format. Now, I think that also because of the social media, TikToks, Twitch, Reels in Instagram, all is audiovisual. So the revolution of the content goes together of the revolution of the platforms, because new users want new formats of content, but also new ways to watch this content.
Not linear anymore.
No.
Like we were when we grew up, we watched linear TV.
No.
Now it's just the habits are changing, right?
Yes, because I don't know if you
I have kids and then watch TikTok and all the stuff.
yes, or kids when say, "Mom, why I cannot watch, I don't know, Bob Esponge now, or why I have to wait to see or to watch whatever, no? Or when you have commercials." What's that? The new generations are changing the way that we consume this kind of content.
When my daughter was 2, she went to the TV and she was trying to swipe the TV because she moved from the phone exactly. So it really shows they grow up with that. For them, it's linear. It's not their word anymore.
No.
Can you give us a couple of examples of work you did for your clients?
Yeah, we did. For instance, at the beginning, we started with the Smart City Expo OTT. That is something different of what we think about OTT, because when you think about OTTs, you think in Netflix, you think about fiction content or entertainment content. But in 2020, the first doesn't have possibilities to get in touch with their clients. So Smart City World Expo come to us also to ask, we want to have an OTT, not only because now I can't get in touch with my clients, but also because normally I have once in a year the opportunity to get in touch, and the people have to come here to Barcelona, and now I want to be in touch 365 days a year. And I don't know, for instance, China, their main target is China. China, 3 years later, is still without traveling so much. So the OTT make possible that they continue with their business. So in some cases, was a need of the business and the situation, and in other cases, as Liceu, the Opera House of Liceu, or Caixa Forum, that is the foundation of Caixa, that has a lot of cultural content, has another kind of needs of business, but always is a business need.
Okay, Jose, it's great that you mentioned that, because I think culture platforms is something which is really, it's almost a new business for you, right?
Yes, because the audiovisual platforms bring the opportunity to have all this culture content to all the people. You know, when we think about OTTs, we think in maybe documentaries and fiction, but also it's possible to have educational content, to have cultural content that a lot of people cannot access for many reasons. And cultural platforms enable that the democratization of this content.
Yeah.
You know,
So anytime, every place, for everyone.
yes,
For
yes.
everyone.
Are you also reaching new audiences with that? You mentioned all of a sudden people from China can experience cultural things here in Spain.
Yes.
How do you see that? Do you measure that in any way, or do your clients give you feedback on that?
Sorry, I don't listen. I can listen.
Do your clients give you feedback on that? That they all of a sudden they get new audiences?
Yes. For instance, we have another case that is Liceu.
Yeah.
Liceu is a very local place.
It's a Barcelona Opera House.
Yes,
for
it's the
people who are
Barcelona
from
Opera
Barcelona,
House. Yeah, and what we see is that we have a French audience, American audience, because people who likes opera likes to watch maybe the Paris Opera House, for instance, a Tosca opera. Say, I want to watch what have done Paris Opera House, but also what have done Barcelona Opera House. But there are people that likes to follow all this type of content. So they have an internationalization of a very local business.
It's almost like binge watching. Huh? You can watch one after another, and then we are almost there at Netflix because one of your clients, Caixa Forum, they're really kind of a Netflix for cultural content, right?
Yes, Caixa Forum has done a great work about content curation. When you get into Caixa Forum Plus, you can watch content from British Museum, from El Prado, from a lot of themes, nature, but also art, cinema, all what you can imagine, music, and they have done a very big good work in this case. And what we do here is to put the technology in disposition of this content. You know, what we have to do is that enhance this content with the technology. So our work here is platform has not to have any kind of mistake or whatever that you cannot watch any content, and evolve the platform with the content. I don't know. Tomorrow they want to do 360 content, or tomorrow they have to do interactive content. Our work here is to put the technology in the service of this content and the business.
And how do these platforms and digital services coexist with the physical places?
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think that we will be in a phygital experience. You know, this word that is so hype. But it's true. The journey of a consumer nowadays has to be physical and digital. It's very weird to think in a customer and to think about this customer is only comes to here to my museum, but they don't have any behavior in a digital environment. So all these kind of platforms has to think about who is their target, what are doing their target in a physical place, and what is their behavior in a digital place. So, for instance, Liceu, what make it is to do an additional experience, but you can watch or assist to the physical opera, and then you can watch it in the OTT, in the screen, and it's a very different experience because they have or some kind of features like multi-camera. You can watch the backstage, the orchestra, or you can follow the score with the video, and the users say it's a way to watch opera that I've never experienced before.
it's different kind of storytelling and
Yes.
much more dimensional, right?
Yes. Yes.
Fascinating. Maria Jose Santiago, thanks a lot. It was really interesting,
you.
and we're looking forward for that. Thank you.
Thank you,
very
Diego.
much.
Thank you very much.